Blessed day, everyone. I am Madam Gabriel from the fourth group, and today I will be presenting to you the innovation that our group came up with. But before we proceed with the presentation, let me give you first a brief introduction about the concept of innovation. So first of all, as most of us probably know, learning mathematics is truly a challenging one, especially if we don't know the basics. A lot of students, be it in primary, secondary, and admittedly even in the tertiary level, find mathematics particular. Most of the students find it a little bit hard to deal with fraction. When solving involves fraction, it usually takes longer than usual for students to finish. Therefore, to save even just a little amount of time, our group has came up with this innovation called the butterfly method. So this is just a simple method, but it can be of help to those students, especially those in elementary level who are just starting with fractions. So now let us take a look at the prototype. This is our prototype, and it seems to be just a very simple one, but it could be of help to those students who are struggling to add and subtract fractions with different denominators. So I will show you how our prototype. This is our prototype, and it seems to be just a very simple one, but it could be of help to those students who are struggling to add and subtract fractions with different denominators. So I will show you how our prototype or our model can be used. And today I am here to present to you the innovation that our group has came up with. But before we proceed with the presentation, let me give you first a brief introduction about the concept of innovation that we made. So this is just a simple method that we have came up with because as we all know, a lot of students struggles in solving fractions, especially those who are in elementary and sometimes even in the secondary and tertiary levels. There are still students who find it hard to deal with solving fractions. That is why our group has decided or has think of an innovation that can at least help or at least lessen the time that the student will spend in solving. So this butterfly here that you can see represents the concept that we were able to make or we were able to think of. So here is another example. Add 2/5 and 1/3. So same process. We multiply 2 times 3 equals 6. 1 times 5 is 5. And then copy the fraction bar. And then 5 times 3, that is 15. Therefore, our LCD is 15. Now we just have to add that. So 6 plus 5 is 11. And then just copy that denominator 15. So as you can see, this process is a much simpler one than the long process that we used to have or that our teacher used to teach us when we were in elementary. Okay, so now that we are done with adding the similar fractions, we will now proceed to subtracting the similar fractions. So we have here 5 over 7 minus 4 over 6. So the process is just the same. So it's just the operation that makes it different. So what are we going to do is multiply 5 by 6. So that will be 13. Then copy the operation which is subtraction. And then again multiply 4 times 7, that is 28. Then multiply the denominator. 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, so subtracting 28 from 30, you obtain 2. Then copy the denominator 42. So 2 over 42 is not the final answer yet since it still can be reduced to its lowest term by dividing it by 2. So 2 divided by 2, 1. And then 42 divided by 2 is 21. Therefore, our final answer is 1 over 21. So that's simple. So here is another example of subtracting two dissimilar fractions. So we are still going to do the same process as we have done just a while ago. So we are going to multiply 5 times 1, that is 5. Then 3 times 2, 6. Then we have to copy the operation which is subtraction. And then multiply the denominators 2 and 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Therefore, subtracting 6 from 5, we will obtain a result of 1 because 6 is larger than 5. And then we're just going to copy the denominator. Therefore, our final answer is negative 1 over 2 or negative 1. Alright, so this is how the butterfly method works. So while our model or prototype seems to be very simple to look at, it can still be of great use, especially to those students struggling to deal with fractions. So it can be applicable to elementary, secondary, and even in the tertiary level. So that's all, and I hope you have learned something from the prototype or innovation method.